Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. Let's grab our beautiful friends in the TikTok world as well. So great to see y'all. There we go. Hello and welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing phenomenal today. I hope you're doing phenomenal today. Listen, you're in for a treat. This is a great time to drop your good mornings in the chat. I would love to see your name, your face, to give you a hello on this morning. So, hello, everybody. So great to see you. Good morning and welcome. Welcome. Hello, Joker. Hello, Mama Harris. Let's see who we have joining here on giving everybody a second to hop in and get their notifications. Excellent. Hello, Sonia. Hi, Krishanda. Good morning, Derek. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Well, let's get started. We have some amazing stuff to cover today. So, the title of this live is The Crap Fertilizes Your Soil. Keep going. Good morning, Q. Thank you for joining. So, the crap, y'all, the crap, that part. As you come on in the comments today, just go ahead and type, I'm still growing. I'm still growing. Okay, so yes, I said crap because some of what we have been going through, y'all, it is not cute. Good morning, Mitch. Good morning, Mia. It's not always cute at all. But some of you, um, you've been experiencing things as well, and you know that it has not always been convenient. It has not been something that you would have chosen. It is not the situation, Bruce, that you would have chosen. Some of the things that you've been going through or that you've experienced, some of it smelled like betrayal, some of it smelled like delay, some of it smelled like rejection, some of it smelled like disappointment, some of it felt like pressure, right? It felt like pressure, right, Shell Shell? But I came to tell you this morning that it's not wasted. It's not wasted. Just drop a one in the comments if you like, it's not wasted. I'm not going to let it be wasted. So Romans 8:28 says, Miss Morrison, and we know that all things work together for the good of them that love God and to them that are called according to his purpose. So we know that all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord and are the called according to his purpose. So we know that that scripture says that. But it doesn't say that all things are good. It says that all things work for good. All things work for good, right? So that means that what has happened to you, it can still work for good. Work for good. You should remember that it's for good. I had a mentor and she said this. She said, that when things are happening to her in life, she made a decision and she made a 3-day rule. This is what the 3-day rule is. Regardless of what happens, for 3 days to think about all the things that could be the good that was connected to what was happening. For 3 days. For 3 days. Good morning, Jamaica. For 3 days, what is everything that could be connected to good that is happening with this right now? 3 days, y'all. Everything that could possibly be good connected to what is happening. And she would journal it down. Okay, well, this could be good that comes of it. This is good. What are the things? At that time, her husband had lost his job and that was one of her commitments to write out about the good. So they both were doing it together, and he was like, well, I was traveling an hour each day just to go to work, so it's good that I'm not traveling an hour anymore. Well, this could give me time to do so and so and so, so this is good. Da 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 da. Good morning, Jeremiah's Ice and Maya. So guess what, y'all? Everything new. Good morning. Thank y'all for hopping in and joining me. Do you all know the husband also thought of all these things that were good that were coming of his job transition? Guess what happened? By the third day, he had wrote out so many things that were good, but he had already started applying for jobs. On the third day, he got a new job. And the new job was literally within walking or walking distance, but also he could ride his bike. So he went from going an hour somewhere to being able, Miko, to literally walk or ride his bike to work. And he got an increase in pay. Hi, LaShonda. Thank you for joining the third. Look at y'all. Y'all got it. I see you. The third day. On the third day. What if you lived your life like that? When situations happen to you, it can feel like it's bad, but you don't assign the meaning that it's bad. You wait 3 days to even be upset about it and start thinking, what are all the things that could be the good? Ha, glory. If it's working for good and working for my good, what are all the things that could be good before I even get upset? Because what if it's so good that you shouldn't even waste your time being upset about it? And I know sometimes you could be like, well, how could this be for my good? Or how could that be for good? For my good or for good? Maybe there's things inside of you that it is getting out. Maybe it's things inside that is going to teach you. Maybe it is going to help you have a deeper relationship with God, or maybe it's going to help you also help somebody else. So the first thing I want to tell you about going through the crap, because you know our session today is about going through the crap. Listen, the crap is fertilizer, crap is poo-poo, but manure is used as like one of the number one fertilizers to help plants grow. So this thing that you are experiencing, ask, how is it helping me grow? How is it helping me grow? How can it work for good? What good can come of this? Okay? So it's not wasted. It's not wasted. It's not wasted. So, God can work the season that you don't even understand. And so we're not going to compare our struggles. We're not going to compare our pain, the crap that we've been through. But just like I've experienced some less than favorable things, I know you have too. Some of my less than favorable things have turned out to be ministry to others. Some of my less than favorable things, I was able to write out how I overcame them to bless somebody else. Some of my less than favorable things taught me more about God and helped me to know His word more for myself, even in those situations, and learn greater facets of Him. Some of the things that I've gone through that are less than favorable, because I sought guidance and I sought God's face. And even though there were painful parts, it literally helped other people to change and not be the person who was the offender. It helped them change their whole life. It has helped change marriages and other things like that. So the question is, are you going to let it work for you? Are you going to let it work for good? Because I know some of the seasons have stretched you and things have happened to your life, your family, your business, your finances, your health, your leadership, your marriages, your children, your grandkids, your parents, your nieces and nephews, your uncles and your aunts, your job. Like, did I hit all the categories? Your car? I'm like, what are all my categories? Your house, all the things that break down, the air conditioner. I mean, listen, the garage, the things breaking, losing things, things being stolen, all of these things. My husband's vehicle got stolen. And late at night from a restaurant, like the parking deck of the restaurant. When he called to tell me, I was like, okay, no problem. We're going to work through the steps, but all things have to work for our good. Whatever it is, it's going to be good. Now, other people would have said this. Oh, we had only had the vehicle for 8 months. So other people would have been like, Oh, you definitely about to lose because insurance is only going to pay you what the vehicle is worth. You haven't even had time to pay the vehicle down. Like all of these things like could have been coming up, Maya. All of these things could have been coming up, Krishanda. Like the average person would have said, you about to lose. You are literally about to lose. And guess what? That's not my declaration. My declaration was there will be no loss. There will be no loss, and we will benefit. And this will make things better. Do you know? And I personally wasn't a fan of the car anyway, right? But do you know that we were able to get a new car that was amazing, that our family fit in even better, that we absolutely loved, and get a discount on it? And then do you know that somebody gave like a large lump sum of money so that there was so much less and the car payment was lower, everything was lower, and somebody literally just donated a bunch of money and everything we won on all situations. It wasn't about what the insurance was going to do. Some of you are mad at other people and organizations and societies and systems for things that they do or don't do, but you know you serve a God that's bigger than all those things. You serve a God that's bigger than the insurance company, that's bigger than the person who's supposed to be releasing your short-term disability, long-term disability, your unemployment, your whatever the check is that you're waiting for. You serve a God that's bigger than that organization. Whatever it is, things with our children. How is this working for my good and for good? And what about good for them? How is it working for good? So fertilizer isn't pretty, but it's powerful. Somebody say fertilizer is not pretty, but it's powerful. So what if this season is proof that your ground is being prepared for fruit? What if it's proof? What if this season is proof that it's working? That it's working. Okay, fertilizers is like one of the favorite. I mean, manure is one of the favorite fertilizers for soil. That's what we call them, the crap, because it's aged manure, right? And it's not fresh, it's aged. It's processed and it's broken down and it sits over time, Sierra. It sits over time, and when it's been processed correctly, it becomes nutrient rich. Nutrient rich, because some of what you all have been going through was manure, caca, crap. I'm telling you what, you know it, I know it. If you were to tell us the whole story, we would agree. It was messy, it was uncomfortable, it smelled bad. We would be like, why would that even happen? What are these people even doing? It didn't feel good. But after God processes it, after time, after wisdom processes it, after prayers processing it, come on somebody, after growth is processing it, it became nutrient rich for you and your life if you allow it to. That's exactly what it will do. It gives you wisdom. It'll give you discernment. It'll give you resilience. It'll give you compassion, authority, dominion, a testimony. It'll give you language. It'll give you power. It'll give you depth. And then if you're an entrepreneur or a leader or a visionary, a man and woman of God, I want you to hear me. Your soil is richer than you think. Your soil is so rich right now. Your soil is so rich right now. Just drop rich in the chat if you are agreeing. My soil is so rich right now. Put rich in the chat. You're not starting from nothing. You're not powerless. You're not weak. You're not behind. You know, some of what you survived actually made you nutrient rich. And your nutrients and your soil is like wisdom and experience and endurance and discernment and faith. And you have nutrients in your soil called, I've been through too much to quit now. You've been through too much to quit now. Don't stop 3 feet from goal. Do you all know the story from the Napoleon Hill's book? There were some people and they were mining for gold, right? They were mining for gold and they had found some gold, but then they kept mining and they couldn't find any more. And they moved around, and they were like, we must have lost it. You know, we can't find any more gold, but they had bought hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment to find this gold because they wanted to do it as a business and make all this money. Well, they gave up. They went to the junk man and sold all the equipment to mine this gold, right? The junk man bought the equipment for them, of course, at a super low price, right? The junk man made a phone call. He called somebody else. He said, hey, man, somebody just donated to me. Well, I mean, I bought it, but it's at my store. All these materials to mine gold. They said they couldn't find anymore. And the people told them exactly where they were. So the person he was on the phone with said, I'll be right there. Do you know that that other person came, used that same equipment and found gold? It was 3 feet from where those people were. Hi, Joseph. Thanks for joining. Y'all, the gold was 3 feet from where they were. They gave up 3 feet from gold. Some of you all have been working and you've been moving and you may have gotten to a slower point or a slowdown and you feel like you tapped and tapped out. You feel like you got to a dry place or dry lane or the resources dried up. But could you possibly be 3 feet from gold? You don't give up. Don't give up. Okay. John 12:24 says, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. Some of these trials, listen, when I tell you they will make, if you allow, they will help you die to yourself. Like the Lord will be like, oh, that's how you're going to respond? That's not the attitude I want you to have. That's not the demeanor I want you to have. These things will help you die to yourself so you can bring forth much fruit. Marriage, baby, it will help you die to yourself so you can bring forth much fruit. Children, OMG, it will help you die to yourself so you can bring forth much fruit if you're submitted, if you surrender. Business, hello, somebody. All of these things that you're experiencing, financial stuff, it'll help you die to yourself. Yesterday, I wrote my financial SOP, my standard operating procedures for how I handle finances. And I don't mean like, oh, pay this bill. I mean the overarching SOP for money and me, our relationship. My coaching clients, we're going to talk about this in a few weeks, but it's so powerful. But you have to make your decisions. You have to make your decisions. So sometimes what feels like death is actually multiplication in disguise, right? I love that icon. I love that emoji, Maya. Yes. So remember, somebody said, I heard them say a quote, and they said they thought they buried me, but they didn't realize I was a seed. They thought they buried me. They thought they put you under all this crap, under gossip, under negativity. They thought they had power over you to keep you from growing. Whatever it was, they tried to bury you. But they didn't realize they put you in soil and you're just a seed. So you what? Come right on up through and bear fruit. And bear fruit. That's why you can't stay stuck. You can't stay stuck. You absolutely cannot. So focus on the promise of God that is all working for good, forgetting those things that are behind me, the former things, and reaching for towards those things that are before you. Press towards the mark of the prize. Paul didn't say nothing happened behind him. He said, I'm forgetting those things that are behind me and I'm pressing towards. That's posture. What's your posture? Reach for your promise. Keep reaching for your promise. Keep going. You got to keep going. Keep going for reach the book, reach the event, the conference, reach the 7 figures, and then still keep going. Now you want to create multiple 7 figures with ease. Like you worked hard to get there. Now let's tap into the next level where you be what I teach people is to be the rested CEO. Reach for the healing, for the vision, for the assignment, and for the fruit, because you can't reach for it while you're grasping something with both hands that's connected to your past. You can't. You cannot. The Lord dropped something in my spirit on Sunday. On Sunday. And there are things that happen to us and we feel like somebody did something to us. Have you ever like given a lot of yourself and then like something end or a relationship be severed and you're like, I can't believe that happened to me. I can't believe that they did this to me. Let's say it like that. Because that's what happened. I did this for them. I gave them money and they did this. I let them stay in my house and they did this. I worked all these hours. I worked extra shifts. I stayed late and they did this to me. I worked all these days a week and over and above and they did this to me. And it was like I could hear somebody saying that. And this is what the Lord said for anybody who's experienced this or who has thought that before. He said this: we can believe the lie that we did all this for them and now they did this to me. You can believe the lie that you did all this for them and now they did this to you. But the truth of the matter is that when you're walking in right standing, you did all this for God and now he's doing this for you, because it all has to work out for your good. It's not over until it's good. You didn't do all this for them and then they did this for you. You do what you do because you were being obedient. And then God's going to do what he's going to do for you. They don't owe you anything. God is the one that is your vindicator. God is the one that will redeem the time. God is the one that will reward you for your diligent and humble service. It says serve unto him. Serve unto him. You're over there blaming people for stuff. And God's like, well, actually, I was about to work this out for your good. Like, I had them sever this tie because I had something else for you, but you wouldn't have left. Every job, y'all, unfortunately, I have literally been laid off 3 times. The first time I got a $10,000 raise and a better opportunity. The second time I got a $10,000 raise and it was and I was able to start working hybrid, working from home some, and I loved it. The third time, I think I got a $25,000 raise and 100% remote. It was like every time there was a layoff, my life got better. And I could have been like, all that time I worked for this job and these days I gave them and the nights I worked late, and look what happened. Yeah, look what happened. You got a raise. You got a better opportunity. Yeah, look what happened. It's working for your good. So gather the good and keep going. That's what we're talking about. That let that crap fertilize your soil. So I had all this experience and all these other things that I learned. Keep going. Probably the third point, maybe the fourth point. Money answers all things. Don't forget that. But guess what? Money is spiritual. And when you know how to operate money, you can continue to welcome it in no matter what. No matter what. And if all the enemy has to do is throw a trial at you and get you off kilter, and that you stop trying to build, you stop working on the thing, whether it's a headache, an illness, or a rude person at the store or in your house. If he knows he can get you off kilter and that you stop on the mission, that you stop being focused and that you get distracted, he's going to keep throwing stuff at you because you won't keep going. We want to learn how to compartmentalize things. You know what? I'm going to get this, and this done that I plan on doing today, and I'll come back and visit this at 6:30. You know you can do that, right? One of my mentors, Dr. Marie, she's also a therapist, multi-millionaire. She taught me that. She taught me that. Okay? She taught me that. So keep going. I want you to ask yourself, even though an obstacle can come up, even though there could be something physical, even though things come up, ask yourself, what can I do? Somebody just drop a can, all caps. What can I do? Stop thinking about what you can't do. Stop always focusing on your limitations. What can I do? You got to ask the question, what can I do? What can I do? There's something called an adversity quotient. It's called AQ. And you know what? You could change your adversity quotient, your level and ability to handle adversity at any time. And the people that handle adversity, like they're always trying to figure out, oh, who will be the best people that can make it through like special officers training and be black ops in the military. And do you know, out of all the tests, not the physical tests, not the IQ test, they figured out the people with the highest AQ, their adversity quotient are the people who can handle and endure the best and still thrive. Your adversity quotient is your capacity to handle difficulty, to handle pressure, and to handle challenges and setbacks Jax without collapsing, quitting, or losing your identity. Yes, everything new. In simple terms, your AQ is your ability to go through hard things and keep moving forward with wisdom, not an emotional or spiritual bypass, but to move forward with wisdom. Move forward with wisdom. That's your AQ. That's your AQ. And so it's important for you to build your AQ. Rashida, BTD LLC, Jennifer, we're building our adversity quotient. We're not stopping because something was a little difficult. It was hard, but you're still powerful. It was uncomfortable, but you're still called. It's stretching you, but you're still equipped. It's not what you planned, but you can still respond with faith and strategy. You can still respond with faith and with strategy. So ask, what is God teaching me here? And what can I do? We don't have time today, but we could also cover the law of creative constraint, which means that oftentimes when your options and your resources are constrained, it's literally pushing you to the direction that will be the absolute best answer. And so don't be so upset when it feels like certain options are removed from you. Stop complaining about what you don't have and this is broke. My Facebook and Instagram aren't even working right now. But the law of creative constraint tells me that I am literally being pushed in this season to find the best thing that will make the maximum impact, that there has to be something good that is coming from it during the time. I'm not going to keep whining and complaining and making excuses about it. I'm going to do what I can with what I have and utilize the law of creative constraint to find the thing that is happening, that is shifting me for everything to work for my good. So remember, you're not buried, you are literally planted. And what does the word say in Psalms? It says, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of living water that brings forth fruit in his season. You're planted, you are watered, you're rooted, and you will bring forth fruit. Despite the dirt, despite the manure, despite the fertilizer, despite the trials, don't despise the season where nobody clapped. Don't despise the season where you had to learn again. Don't despise the season where God had to strengthen your identity, your resolve, and your ability to be your authentic self. Don't despise the season. Y'all, if I wouldn't have had times of not having enough money repeatedly and like, oh, I'm a Christian, I said the scripture, why is this not working in my money? If those things wouldn't have happened to me, I would not have been the person I am today to figure out how to create and welcome in and manifest money and wealth with ease. I would not have figured it out. I would not have studied it. I would not have systematized it to be able to help other people. That trial literally helped me be able to set other people free. I had a client last week that she literally had been struggling for years, been working with me for 6 weeks. And then like what? We've been working with me for 6 weeks. And then all of a sudden, like all the information and all the teaching and things she's been working with in 6 weeks started creating results for her. $3,000 in a weekend. Bam, bam, bam. Like things just coming. And so activation. So you got to decide, God, I give you the crap. God, I give you the crap. I give you the pain. I give you the disappointment. I give you the diagnosis. I give you the betrayal, the delay. I give you what I don't even understand. Make that decision. And God, use it for me, for my good. Help me to see the good. Help me to use it for my growth. Help me to use it for my wisdom. Help me to bear great, amazing fruit. Use it for my purpose. And stop staring at the mess. Stop focusing on the crap and keep your focus on the vision. Keep going. Your AQ is rising. Your fruit is coming. Your AQ is rising and your fruit is coming. Okay? God called you higher. He called you higher. He called you higher. In closing, I want to invite each and every one of you guys to the Led to More Profit Challenge. If you are, an entrepreneur or somebody who has a dream, a vision, products, coaches, CEOs, any of those things, you're ready to create wealth with ease. You're ready to start learning systems and spiritual and natural laws to welcome in more profit without working any harder. Whether you are grinding to get your first consistent 5K months or you're already at your $83,000, $83,300 months, you're already at $1 million status and you're ready to go to the next thing, there's a common enemy between you and your next level. And that's the belief that your bank account is tied to exhaustion. I literally helped a client because I'm also a spiritual strategist. I literally helped a client go from being a millionaire to a trillionaire via spiritual strategy, 6 weeks. So we've normalized often being tired as a badge of honor, thinking that money comes slow, thinking that we have to work hard for all the money that we get. There's so many lies. We're going to dismantle the lies. You've been told that if we're not stressed, we're not working hard enough. That if we're not overwhelmed, we're not serious. That if we're not wearing 87 hats, that we aren't doing enough. This is a lie from the pit of hell. Okay, God did not call you to build from exhaustion. He called you to build from instruction. He called you to build from alignment. And if what you're building is not giving you the capacity to be rested and to live at the level of peace that you desire, there's more. There's more peace, there's more satisfaction, there's more joy, and there's more income. There's an easier way, a wonderful way. He called you to build from wisdom. He called you to build from identity. He called you to build from power. And that's why I want to invite you to this new version of my challenge. This is not the last challenge. If you've been to another one, this is the new improved. This is the Maybach. And I'm inviting you to the Led to More Profit Challenge because I know you already have profit. This is the Led to More Profit Challenge. It's a 5-day challenge and it starts on Monday. This challenge is at 12 noon each day. VIP meets with me an hour after. So the challenge is 12 to 1 Eastern time each day. VIP, you meet with me 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 2. And VIP, we have Q&A. You also have me as your spiritual strategist and your prayer warrior. Okay, so because it's time to stop chasing money and start occupying your position as a wealth creator. So if you have a gift, you have a calling, you're already an entrepreneur or you want to be an entrepreneur. This is yours. This is for you. What I'm going to drop in here, nobody's sharing this. These 5 days, if you have to figure out to tell them, I have a special appointment. You could, whatever, I have a special appointment, 5 days, 12 to 1. Or VIP, come on VIP, you 12 to 2, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It will change your life. Destroy your financial ceiling. Whether your financial ceiling is 50K, 500K, $1 million, we're going to uproot the hidden blocks, stopping your flow. We're going to activate divine instruction. God didn't just call you to business. He called you to profit. And we're going to align your identity with the one who gives you the power to get wealth. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in a more aligned way. We're going to collapse time. Why wait 3 years for what God can do with 3 months or 3 weeks when you have the right strategy and the right structure and the right identity and the right instruction? Because you don't have a resource problem. There's always the alignment that we come back to. When you get aligned with these truths and your identity, when your strategy gets aligned, when your nervous system gets aligned, when your faith gets aligned, your obedience gets aligned, things move differently. So the Let the More Profit Challenge, it starts May 11th. And I'll have somebody drop it in the chat, drop the link in the chat, but it's taviajax.com/LTP. The VIP is limited, so go ahead and get your reserve your VIP spot now. We literally only have 8 left. This is for the bold. This is for the ambitious person. This is for the person who's ready to welcome in more. You know there's more for you and you're done trying to access it through exhaustion. Some people, they don't even try to earn more because they're like, I can't physically possibly do more. And if you've hit that wall, I want you to come a little closer because I'm going to show you how you can welcome in more without exhausting yourself or your team or your spouse or your kids. Okay, so this is your invitation to wealth with ease. Hello, somebody. And I would love for you to invite other people. There are other people who will greatly benefit from this. You have a business bestie, you know other entrepreneurs, other CEOs, other high-level leaders. Invite them to the Led to Profit Challenge. So no matter what you're going through, remember, That crap is fertilizing your soil when you let it. Remember to think about the good. Consider the good before you even get upset. Take 3 days to think what are ways this can work for my good? Where can I see good can possibly come from this? Do that for 3 days before you even think about getting mad. Keep going. You're not buried, you're planted, and your harvest is going to prove that nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been wasted. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. I would love to see you in the challenge. It starts Monday, so register today, right now, literally. Stop what you're doing. Register right now. TaviaJax.com/LTP. Okay? I can't wait to see you all there. Have an amazing day. Thanks for joining me on the live today, and see y'all. We won't be on the live next Tuesday because I'll be in the challenge. Okay? So I'll see y'all in the challenge. Bye.